Hello guys, welcome to this flight. This is going to be one flight and one flight only, no matter the outcome. Flying a Bf109G-4, 100% fuel, glass headrest, winter camo. Got the gun set to 180 meters. Most of the targets nearby have already been destroyed. Not sure where I'm going to go from here. Round will finish in 20 minutes, so this whole video is going to go for maximum of 20 minutes, if not sooner. In Ping Charnel, hi, howdy, hello, welcome. We have about a 6-minute flight until we get into the action area. Flying an Axis plane, the Allies have numerical superiority. It's about, I can't remember the numbers. I think it's about 20 Allies versus 10 Axis, something like that, or maybe 20 Allies, 15 Axis. There's more Allied aircraft than Axis aircraft. So it means I've got no shortage of targets, but it also means I've got more things to worry about, more chance of getting shot down. I have to keep reminding myself not only to do boom and zoom only, but also to keep my altitude high. Without that, I've got no chance against these yaks. High altitude plus boom and zoom. And of course, the first thing that happens when you fight a yak is it starts dragging you down to the deck. So it's important to maybe do a zoom in and take a shot at it, but then zoom straight up again and not to follow it down to the deck. You'll hit it, you'll get it, you'll shoot it down, but then its buddies will pounce on you and you won't have enough energy to get up high again. For those of you that have just joined us, the Bf109 seems to have a performance advantage in terms of speed at higher altitudes in comparison to the yak, and conversely the yak has the speed advantage, it seems, on the deck. So for me, flying a 109, it makes sense to stay on the higher side, I guess, at or above the cloud base. The cloud base looks to be at about 10,000 feet. What's my altitude? I'm going to read that as 2,200 meters. So I don't know, about 8,000 feet. So the cloud base is quite low actually. I'd want to be at something like 12 to 15,000 feet to get the performance differential advantage over the yak. Let's check the mappy. Barely crossed the front lines yet, and then we've got two Allied airfields here and here. We've got one of our Axis tanks here, Allied tanks here, Allied artillery here. There's a pocket here with an Axis airfield and two airfields. Allied airfield, Allied tanks, Allied artillery. So I'm basically just going to fly into this area and look for trouble. That's my basic game plan. At some point pretty soon, probably now in fact, I'm going to start climbing to get up to about 12 to 15,000 feet, which is going to be 4,000 meters and above. So I need to double my altitude basically. The altimeter, I see 3,007, 3,800 meters, 3,900, that's 4,000 meters, that's 12,000 feet. If you write in the chat in Japanese, that's good, but I cannot understand what you've written, just a heads up. Maybe run it through Google Translator. Pretty high now, 5,600 meters. It's about 15,000 feet. I'll level off here, this is where I want it to be. I reckon I've got a performance advantage up here. I took off with full fuel, so even though that climb was costly in terms of fuel energy, it was worth it, I think. I'm going to head to this one here, and then I'm going to head to the tanks. As well. Temperature's looking okay. You can overheat the 109 when you're climbing because you're using a lot of power and you're going fairly slow. So you have less ram air intake into the radiator to cool the engine, even though you're using up a lot of engine power. Trying to keep an eye on the time. We've got 20 minutes until this mission ends from the beginning. And I think that climb would have taken at least 6 minutes, so maybe there's about 15 minutes left. So I'm going to have to be a little bit aggressive, which probably means descending a bit actually. My goal, I think, is going to be to get one kill and then return to base. How about that? Boom and zoom, and then bloody hightail it and escape, and then go back to the base. So we've got a pretty big river just here. I see the airfield. That's an enemy airfield. It's going to have flak. And I can see an aircraft, but man, he's got flak, so what do? Maybe I just bloody dive on him and shoot him. Thing is though, his flak's probably going to get me. I don't know. Let's try and do something here. This is very reckless. Very, very reckless. Can barely... Oh no, he hasn't unspawned. Oh, the flak's shooting at me. I'm going in fast. Oh, I can barely move. Bad idea, Frog. Bad idea. There's that plane. You're. Nah. Full power. Let's get the heck out of here. The flak will get me. Flak shooting at me. Very risky stuff. So much for that altitude advantage. Flak can still get me from here too. At least get to the cloud base. Gonna have to reduce power soon. I'm at full power. Mattman, g'day. How are you? Trying not to get shot down by flak at this minute. Alright, there's the cloud base. There's more flak. That flak really has some range on it. Should be safe at this point. I'm going to head straight ahead to the tank column. What's that? No. I've got to clean my monitor. It looks like there's an aircraft in the distance. It's just a dot of soot on the monitor. What's my speed? Engine power. 83, that's okay. Mission is probably going to end in about 10 minutes from now, I think. So, being a bit aggressive, that's why I dived on the airfield, to try and get some action before the mission finishes. Going for that enemy tank column, hopefully there'll be some action there. We had a tank column down here, an airfield, sorry, it's been destroyed. That's a bummer. So, enemy's got that, and they've got that. They also have air superiority at the moment. There's way more of their aircraft in the sky, apparently, than Axis. What's my altitude? Probably about 10,000 feet. 3,800 meters, getting on towards 12,000 feet. That's good. These live flights, they can have any outcome at all. Usually me getting shot down or perhaps nothing at all. But we'll try and make something happen. I can do a shoot down and then head to one of the Axis airfields in the pocket. Alright, here is the tanks. Where is the enemy? The enemy's currently winning. They've destroyed more of our ground targets than we have. So they've got all the time in the world, whereas I've got a sense of urgency. So I know the mission's going to finish in 10 minutes, and I want to get some kills and maybe turn the tide. The mission will end in 5 minutes. And this is one flight only, guys. One flight only. So I'm trying to make it count. Also no good finding action on unfavourable terms and then just getting shot down. You can actually see them against the snow if they're there. There should be a ton of them somewhere. There's my own contrail. Ice crystals. Is everyone everywhere, including lower down, can see my contrails at this altitude. So it's a giveaway. They know that I'm here, although I won't necessarily know that they're there. Should be right over the tanks. The thing with the tanks as well is the icon gives you an approximation of where the tanks are, but that's not actually where they are because they're mobile, and over the course of a mission, which I don't know how long it is, an hour or half an hour or something, the tanks move. So it could be anywhere. Certainly trying to locate something to shoot. $650 an hour. It's quite a dive. So much cloud everywhere. Get ready to pull up. So far it's looking like this mission could be inconclusive. What I could do actually is just head back to their bloody airfield and just look for some action there. But the mission's gonna literally finish in about a minute and a half. Whoa, what do we... Hello. Welcome. Let us fight in the last 1 minute. What's my speed? 500? It's probably pretty good. Now let's go into the cloud and then let's pull up. Not looking good so far. Like 3 of them on my tail. That's it. That is the stream, guys. That's the nature of live streams. There can be any outcome at all. Like I said, one stream only. Thanks very much, guys, for participating in the chat and for tuning in for this one. I'll be back for another live stream tomorrow. Hopefully a much better result, but you never can tell. Smash like, subscribe, share, join, subscribe on Patreon, and catch you for the next one tomorrow. Cheers. Enjoy your weekends. Bye-bye.